This is the best part about a powerlifting meet day. It's all the fast digesting, fast acting sugars, carbohydrates. So I picked up some of my favorite cereal. Got me some Chewy Sprees. This is my favorite candy. Got some Rice Krispie treats. Got some healthy fats. I love these from Walgreens. They're the cashew sesame nuts. These are so freaking addicting, and I can literally eat the whole bag in one sitting, and what a perfect day to do that for powerlifting meet day. And I got a Lenny and Larry's cookie. I like the snickerdoodle kind, but Walgreens only had like a select few, so I picked up the chocolate chip kind. Picked up some M&Ms, you know, in case I'm feeling like I have a chocolate tooth. I love the M&Ms with the caramel in the inside. And some other sour favorite candies that me and Cody both actually love are these Airhead Extreme Sourfuls. They have like the cream filling in the inside. And I've got some full sugar, got some full sugar Gatorade. I just got the lemon lime flavor. I'm honestly like, guys, I don't drink anything but water and coffee, and that's like it. And then the occasional red wine. But I don't ever drink anything that's full sugar, so I got the lightest color. I figured that'd be a little bit better on my stomach. I don't honestly know how many of these I'll actually drink. I plan on just drinking a lot of water, but these are full sugar, so my powerlifting coach suggested to get full sugary drinks such as Gatorade or Powerade. And then I've also got some just regular bread, and that's all Cody's stuff. Oh, where's my peanut butter? Oh, and then some of Cody's like just full on sugar, full peanut butter, because you want everything that's just full of sugar, full of carbohydrates, because you want to have all the fast energy in the world. Codes is getting ready to fishtail my braid, because I can't braid. I can barely do a simple braid, but he watched a YouTube video and learned how to fishtail, so he does a good job of it.
That's right. Coming to a salon near you.
You get a good look at it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Alright, let's go get some Mickey-Doos.
Can I get one bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit? Just the biscuit?
Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit! Time out on the vlog. Real quick, I just want to say that I'm going to be commentating a little bit through this vlog because, as I'm sure that y'all could probably imagine, meet day was so exciting. It was a lot of fun, but it was just also very kind of stressful and nerve-wracking for me because it was my first ever meet. So, you know, all the whole like vlogging things just really didn't come to me. So there's a lot of things that really weren't kind of explained or mentioned. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is just kind of piping in here and there, just kind of explain a little bit about how the day went. So starting off right now, you just saw me pick up some McDonald's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. This was right after weigh-ins. We had already gone to the meet gym, which was at Irondale CrossFit, and we'd already done weigh-in, so I came right in under at 52 kilograms, or right at 114 pounds, so we made weight. So after you got done with weigh-ins, you could eat whatever you want, however you wanted. So all I wanted was just something like really like hearty, because I knew I was gonna be eating like snack foods all throughout the day. So I wanted to go buy McDonald's because it was nearby, so I got me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. And then after they went over the athletes like meeting and kind of went over all the rules and everything, we went straight into warm-ups.
Start.
Let's go, Kelsey.
One.
There you go. Easy. Atta girl.
10 to 1. 10 to 1.
So squats were the first lifts of the day. The meet goes squats, bench, and deadlifts. So squats were the first that we did. Warm-ups felt pretty good. However, obviously it's my first meet and I was about to go into my very first lift. So my first squat was 205 pounds, which is something I've done all the time in the gym. But I think because I was so nervous and my nerves were just really hitting me, it was kind of one of those things like when I got out there on the platform, I just basically blacked out and literally all I was listening for was just the cues of the judges, which was squat and then rack. But I just remember thinking like I was just so nervous. I was trying to calm my nerves down and I felt like I really couldn't feel my legs. So, and I remember being out there and thinking like, wow, 205 pounds felt really heavy for me. And if you kind of notice, it was like a little bit of a grinder for me, which is really funny because 205 pounds is like nothing to me anymore.
All right, Kelsey, let's go.
Here we go. Down and up, you got it.
Up, 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 up. Hey, girl.
And so my second squat attempt, as you saw, was a little bit of a struggle. For some reason, I've never done this in squats. Whenever I was coming out of the hole of my squat, I kind of went forward or bent over forward, which I never do. And I kind of got to a sticking point and I got really nervous because I was thinking, oh my God, I'm about to like fail my second attempt on squats. But luckily, all my training of all my accessory work of just thinking of like it's a hip thrust and that just gets you out the squat, that's what helped propel me complete my second lift on my squat. So it was a good lift.
Got it, come on. Let's go, girl.
Count, let's go.
Down and up.
Come on, finish strong.
Come on.
Big breath, down and up. What? Up,
Up. Let it go. Good job, Kelsey.
And so for my third squat attempt was 231 pounds. It was not a PR. I've lifted more in the gym. However, this third attempt on squats really kind of felt heavy for me. As you can see, I had a little bit of a grinder there. However, I think it just really attributed to just my nerves, my overall just excitement of the meet. So squats were not my strongest that day, unfortunately, but I still completed all lifts. I hit some really great numbers, especially for my weight class. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I was the smallest lifter at this meet. I was the only 114-pound female there. So even of all the men, obviously, I was the smallest lifter there. So even for those squat numbers that I hit today was really good for my weight class.
Hey, Kimber, anyhow. What's up, Kimber? What's going? What's the family stuff? Can I get a package?
Oh, I got that. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to send you a paper with my package attached.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, here you go.
Let's go, Kelsey. Atta girl.
My first attempt on bench went really well. It was 105 pounds, which is something I've hit numerous times in the gym.
All right, Kelsey. Let's go, girl. girl.
And then on my second attempt, I actually hit a PR for myself. It was a baby PR. The most I've lifted on bench in the gym is 115 pounds. Here I hit a little bit over 116 pounds, so a small baby PR, but it's still a PR.
All right, Kelsey. Come on. Let's go, girl.
Oh, Kelsey, you got it. All you got right here.
Up. Come on. Let's go, girl. Come on. Come on. That's all right.
So as I've always mentioned, bench is my weakest lift. I'm strong on squat and deadlift, but for some reason, bench is just my hardest and weakest lift. So as you can see on my third attempt, I actually missed my third attempt on bench, which was kind of wasn't a huge jump. So my second attempt was 116. It was kind of a little bit of a grinder, but that 121 pounds on my third attempt, I was pushing so hard to lift up the weight. But right before this, I kind of went over the cues with my powerlifting coach of like what cues I should be thinking about in my head about, you know, how to properly execute a bench lift. And one of the things she kept telling me was just, you know, when you get to a sticking point, just try to screw your elbows out. And I think during this moment of just struggling to really lift that 121 pounds, I wasn't thinking about screwing my elbows out. And I really think if looking back, I could have redone this lift again if I could have just really thought of the cues that my powerlifting coach was saying was just screwing your elbows out, just thinking about turning your elbows out. That's what pushes the bar up and completes the lift. And I think if I really would have honed in on that, I would have completed my third attempt on bench. But you know, can't win them all, I guess. So unfortunately for bench, I went 2 for 3 out of all 3 attempts. And then moving on to the last lift of the meet was deadlifts. Deadlifts were feeling amazing, like the strongest I have ever felt on deadlifts. My lower back wasn't hurting me like it usually does in the gym. I just felt really strong and really energized, and I was super excited to do deadlifts.
Atta girl. Good job.
My first attempt was 250 pounds. Again, something I've hit in the gym multiple times. Hit that very easily.
All right, Kelsey, let's go, girl.
Kelsey, 120 kilo attempts. Here we go.
Up, get up there, that a girl.
My second attempt at deadlifts was 264 pounds. That also went up pretty easily.
All right, Kelsey, let's go. Now I feel bad for the other guy. Let's go, Kels.
Come on, Kel.
Get it up there, come on. Atta girl.
And for my third attempt on deadlifts, I hit a PR of 275 pounds, something I've never hit before in the gym. The most I've lifted on deadlifts is 265 pounds. So a 10-pound PR on my deadlift for meet day. And even afterwards, I told my coach, I was like, that felt really good. I think I could have done more. And she just laughed. She was like, I think you could have done more as well. Like, we think that I could have easily put another 10, 15 pounds on the bar. But regardless, I completed all 3 lifts for deadlifts and a really strong PR of 275 pounds. Now with my attempts, my coach told me what my opening attempts were gonna be. So I knew what all my opening attempts were gonna be for squat, bench, and deadlift. But I didn't know what my attempts were gonna be for my second and third attempts on everything, because my powerlifting coach asked me, he's like, do you wanna know your numbers before you go out there? And so I was like, no, you know what, just don't tell me, I'll just go out there and lift the weight. So it was kind of cool, like not really knowing how much weight I was gonna be lifting. So I think from now on, that's what I'll continue to do, is not know my second and third attempts. So for this particular meet and this federation, it is a drug tested federation. So I knew going into this meet that this was going to be a drug tested meet. And I kind of asked my coach, I was like, so what does that mean? Like, does everybody get tested or how does that work? And she said, usually they have to test at least about 10% of the competitors, but usually it's the ones who kind of stand out the most, or kind of the outliers, or the strongest appearing people at the meet. So my coach was just kind of joking and just figured that I would be one of the ones that was selected because I was so strong for my weight class. Because again, I was the smallest lifter there, but I was still hitting numbers or close numbers in higher weightlifting classes than me. So as soon as I got done doing deadlifts, they immediately snatched me off the platform. I was like, you're coming with me. It's your lucky day to be drug tested. So Cody kind of got a clip of me getting some paperwork with one of the judges there. My powerlifting coach, she was talking to one of her, I think coaches or mentors or something, their text message, and she showed me a text message for her talking to one of her coaches. She was like, yeah, they immediately pulled her off as soon as she finished her deadlifts to be drug tested. So I'd say that's a win. So we just kind of joked and, you know, just thought that was funny. But
Will heroin show up?
there was like a handful of people that got selected. It was like me. I was the only female that got selected for drug testing, but I guess because like my numbers were so high for my weight class. But anyways, that was pretty cool. So of course for the awards, I got first place in my class since I was the only one in my weightlifting class, but I did get first place.
How'd it go, Kelsey?
Woo!
However, I did come in second place as best overall lifter of all the females, even in the much higher weight classes, which I thought was pretty cool.
Rebecca Gilbert. She is a female best lifter for the state of Alabama on this given day. Congratulations.
But it was kind of funny. I don't think you can really hear it on the video, but the female who got best female lifter, she was in the weight class right above me. But it was funny when they called her name. Rachel Gilbert, I think was her, or Rebecca Gilbert was her name. But as soon as they called her name, she was sitting behind me in the audience, and she kind of turned to me and was like, "Wait, I thought you won it." And everybody was like, "Wait, I'm confused. I thought you won it." There were so many other competitors and people in the audience who thought I actually won best female lifter because of my numbers versus like my weight, so like the pound for pound. I guess just everybody was just kind of shocked that I didn't actually win, because they do like the best lifter on what's called like a Wilkes Score. And so it's like, it factors in all these different coefficients about how much you weigh and how much you lift according to like pound for pound for your weight. My Wilkes Score was only 10 points less than the girl who actually won it. So it's just crazy to think that I was literally right up there neck and neck with a girl that weighed 11, 12 pounds heavier than me, and she had multiple years of powerlifting experience behind her belt, and this is my very first meet, and I almost won overall best female lifter, and that's just so amazing. That's just pretty cool. Overall, it was a pretty successful meet, pretty impressive meet for myself. I went 8 for 9. The goal for a powerlifting meet, obviously, is you want to go 9 for 9. You're not really there to hit any PRs, but if you do hit any PRs, that's just kind of a bonus. I only missed my third bench attempt, but regardless, I hit some really great numbers, and I seemed to really impress some of the judges and the audience and some of the other fellow lifters. But it was just such a great experience. It was so fun. It was so energetic, and it was more of like a competitive feel, like I used to play in sports, and I really enjoyed it. And I was so thankful that my powerlifting coach was able to be there to handle me and to really take all the stress off of me, and just, you know, just tell me when to go warm up, tell me when to be here and there, and just kind of tell me what to do, so I didn't have to do any of the thinking, so it took all the stress out of me. So I really appreciated her taking her time out of her day to come be there and be my coach in person. But yeah, and then afterwards we just picked out on Mexican, which was obviously one of my favorite foods. So yeah, other than that, pretty successful meet. And as far as what's next is, I'm actually going to be competing in the original federation that I signed up for, USAPL, at the end of this month. So February 23rd and 24th, it's another Alabama State Championship, just in a different federation. So I've already signed up for it. We're going to be competing in that at the end of this month, and I'm super excited to take y'all with me on that as well. And so that's it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you haven't already, and please don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos coming up soon. So thank you so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.